What's up, everybody? We are back with another edition of Palermo series. We are in the off-season now. But before we get into this, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the page, give it a like, leave comments. It'd be very much appreciated. Now on to the game. So, we are in the off-season, right? It is June 1st currently, so we won the league, obviously, and so we're in the off-season mode right now. And so a couple things that kind of popped up I really want to talk about. So, had some players' contracts were about to expire. Ricciardo, Sforzini, Gennaro Vitale, and Antonio Martini. So, Ricciardo and Sforzini, while they've been great debutants for me over the last two seasons, both expressed interest in retiring. So I thought they were going to retire. So that's why it's surprising to me that their contracts are asking for renewals. But I went ahead and let them release both of them. They both told me they were going to retire, so I assume that's what they're going to do. So it's going to be four big shoes to fill between these two guys. It's hard to fill them. They were, both of them did really well as starters a couple seasons ago. Last season they were impact subs for me for sure, but I think they struggled towards the end of the season, both of them, and it is time for them to retire. So it made sense to release them both. Gennaro Vitale, well, 21-year-old, his rating doesn't look that much, the potential. I give him another chance, so I offer him another contract. And then Antonio Martini, he has much better potential, or significant potential according to this. So I went ahead and gave him a contract offer. So that's what happened on that front. Players inducted into the Palermo overall best 11 squad. I'm thinking they mean all time, but I really think they mean since I've been in charge. Because you would see names like Ilicic, Dybala, Cavani, so on and so forth, Pastore. So none of those names are on the list. So this is since I've been at the helm here. And so it says that 5 players from this past season made it to my overall best 11. So my top 11, my best 11 over the last 2 seasons has been Ricciardo, Lucera at the striker position, Zalewski as a trequartista, which was surprising to me. Midfield of Salandria, Malauri Martin, obviously, and Martinelli. Salandria was a surprise for me. I thought Luigi Mendola would be on there, but the reason he was not because he was made it as left back, which is even more surprising to me because Roberto Crivello has been sensational for me for 2 years. But I digress. Massimiliano Doda is the right back, and then Lancini and Accardi are your center backs with Pelagotti as your goalkeeper. So no one's really surprised to me other than Roberto Crivello being left out. End of season awards. Fan player of the season, Luigi Mendola won with 72% of the vote. Second place was Salandria, but that was down at 12%, so it was a landslide. Goal of the season was actually Luigi Mendola, and this came on May 22nd. So we're going to load up the goal here. A wonderful strike from distance from Mendola. He really cemented himself as the star player of the team with this goal here. So you got Bonafonte coming up the middle, passes in the middle to wide open. Mendola takes a look, a bomb, left-footed shot from distance. A wonderful goal by Luigi Mendola, and he does his little arrow celebration as you would. So that was goal of the season. I love it. There were some pretty good goals this year, but that was certainly goal of the season. Signing of the season, obviously Luigi Mendola. We ended up only paying 150,000 K for him from Vivonese. A steal, honestly, if you think about it. He's probably worth millions coming down the road. And then young player of the season, of course, Luigi Mendola. He's only 20 years old, so wonderful season by him over the last 2 years, really. So the season review, and the quote here is saying, it was a memorable season for Palermo as they tasted success in Italian Serie C, Italian Serie C Cup, and Italian Serie D Pule Scudetto Cup. Few have tipped Palermo to achieve more than a top half finish heading into the season, but the Rosanero confounded every expectation by finishing top of the pile as unlikely champions. It was a season of unlikely yet jubilant success for Rosanero, who consistently defied the odds and enjoyed a strong spell of form around December, but ultimately carried them to finishing position few have predicted. This comes from Planet Football. So match of the season was 4-1 against Arezzo back in early part of the season in August. At that point of the season, they were top of the table, I believe, or in the top 3, and we were still, trying to make our way up the table. So we beat them, big win there. The moment to forget, honestly, was when I was in first against Pro Patria, who were way down the table. We lost to them 1-0 back in January 2nd. So That was a moment to forget. Average attendance to our games, 11,275. Not too bad. And total players we use is 27, which is a joint third highest. So we use most of our players, which is what we want to do to keep the rotation, keep people happy. New club vision going for this season. So this is really one I'm going to be graded on going forward. Play defensively solid football. And that's favored by them. So I like that too. I don't like to give up many goals. Make the most of set pieces. Okay, nothing really tangible there, but we have really good set piece takers. We're pretty good on corner kicks as well, and we're money from the penalty spots. So that should be an achievable goal. The 5-year plan is to work within the payroll budget. Hopefully we get an influx of money, but just saying. Sign players to sell for a profit. So we're trying to get back into Palermo's bread and butter here, which is signing young starlets and then selling for big money. So that's what they want us to get back to, and then sell players before buying. So before we buy any new players, we have to sell players off, which tells me money's going to be tight. The goal for the end of next season in Serie B is to fight bravely against relegation. So again, the standard that they set for me is pretty low. The bar is really low. So they just want me to stay in Serie B. And my contract expires at the end of the year. So we'll see how I do, and that'll depend heavily on whether I get re-signed or not. And then looking down the road next few seasons, pretty much is just continue to remain in Serie B. So nothing too lofty there, but yeah, these goals are attainable. I'm going to accept these because I think this is on the low end, and I feel like we could do better. My goal again is to get the team back to Serie A. We are one step closer to that, one more division. So I'm hoping we can have a team strong enough to compete in the league and move up again. But we shall see. The tactics are working, so let's stick with that. Squad dynamics: Pelagotti, Crivello, and Accardi are the team leaders, followed by Lancini, Ambro, Lucera, Mendola, and Salandria. No surprise there. Influential players are Doda and Ismail Senani. Senani could be interesting because he may not be the striker I go with long term. Locker room atmosphere, excellent. I love that. Leadership support, excellent. They're all behind my back. So that's excellent side. And end of season team meeting. Discuss the plans for next season. So do I tell them what I really want to do, or tell them what the club wants, right? So it says, here are my options. So what I'm going to go with, I think, is I've been really encouraged by the way you've all taken to our attempt to implement our style and play, and I think we can really take it a step further when we come back for preseason training. So tell that to the club, and they've well, that didn't go over well. So yeah, that kind of bit me in the ass. So let's say I wasn't expecting that sort of overreaction, but I respect how they don't agree with me, and I've had to say. Okay, so that ended well, at least. I told him that it's my bad. Basically my bad. I shouldn't have gone with that. I didn't like the choices they gave me, but hey, whatever. So that's that. Let's see. The team goes on break. And yeah, that's pretty much the crux of it here. My loan report, who I'm going to bring back, Ottavio Trentacosta. Young player, 18 years old. He did really well, 6.9 average. He was delighted while I was on loan. 13 goals and an assist in 34 appearances. He's got decent potential, but we're looking to develop that too. So, yeah, that'll be a quick video on this one. We'll be back when much deeper into the off-season workings here, trying to see what we can do, either new players, new contracts, get the guys back healthy, whatever. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited about this preseason and going into Serie B because I do think we have a chance to move up to Serie A with the tactics we have in this team, with the players we have. Let us know what you thought. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe once again. It'd be very much appreciated. And as always, follow my podcast. You got the Schalke America podcast, Serie A Sit Down. Both are on Twitter and Instagram, and you can stream them anywhere. SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, Apple Podcasts, you name it, we're there. So definitely give those a follow. And until the next episode comes, my friends, stay ready because we are going to be getting into the nitty gritty of the postseason, the off season, I should say. So we'll catch you next episode.
You're no hero, so don't act like it. And please don't treat me like I'm your sidekick.